All right, we are live. Welcome, folks. Look at that. YouTube is working today. That's good news. Let's go ahead and maybe let's start with some yellow deck. It's a good place to hang out. Early investment tag, a little worse on yellow deck, but still probably worth taking. Absurd draw, plus we get to keep all the diamonds. And then draw some more hearts instead. Perfect. Jimbo. Yeesh. Alright. Let's hope our draws are just as good as they were earlier. As much as it pains me to get rid of the diamonds, I think survival is more important here. Five, six, seven. Okay, let's just find the diamonds. That's kind of what we want to do anyway. We need one more. It's not super likely. We might just die here. Bummer. Hey, congrats, Necro. Now you can enjoy the game. I think if I had just stuck with a consistent game plan, the straight was probably not worth chasing at all. So, that's just a bad discard strategy. Maybe the real mistake was not taking the Eternal Jimbo.
Well met. Well
Big
met.
Willie and Necro, or Nescio. Thank you for the subs. Econ Joker, maybe? Oof. We got 3 out of 4 here. Should have stuck with the Gluttonous Joker, I guess. It's a bad play, but we'll take it. If we just find like an 8 of diamonds. Or we could find nothing. I feel like I've been here before. Okay. We drew it this time.
Well met.
Canadian, thank you for the prime. Diamonds are always bottom decked? Yeah, they must be like heavy or something. I think there's a joker about that in the Balatro mod, because I've made the same observation many times. It's kind of tempting. Jeez, brutal.
Well met.
Sleep Cat's money, thank you for the 7. I mean, we get through, but it's pretty expensive. That's helpful. So I kind of want this. Enjoyed your all Arcana packs collab with Roffle yesterday. I do be collabing with myself sometimes. But usually I don't post those videos. Video was great. Yeah, Roran was smarter than me though, so I don't like. I have already submitted a DMCA takedown, and he's gonna hear from my lawyers because he made me look dumb. But I guess it's like, you know. There was about a year and a half or so where I was doing that to him every time we did a Balatro video together, so maybe it's fair now. Stiff USB drive, thank you for the prime. We're gonna die. We're not gonna die. I really thought the telescope would make this do a bit more. $120 stream streak. Are you okay, Toadette? That's a lot of streams. I am, thanks. Okay, that's good to hear. Blob also with 120. That must be like from the start of when stream streaks became a thing. 30 is still absurd. All right. Can we pull this out? Nope, we're going to die. It's like all year, is it? I don't think... No, because it goes back to last year. I listened for the last hour or two of work? Okay. I've been there. Okay. Hopefully that'll help me find something that doesn't leave me dead here. Look, I'd rather die than do another stencil run today after we did so many recently. I'm Groot for real. Thank you for the 7. How can I be sure that that's true? Money? Okay, now I don't want to die. Thank you. It's an 850 streak in the channel. See, I don't know. I don't like the forced FOMO that it generates. Like, it feels like it's it feels like it's kind of like holding viewers hostage. Like, you better watch the stream or you're gonna lose that streak. I just don't. I don't like that type of thing from any sort of platform, but especially like a social media platform. I got to like 50 and stopped caring. I think that's probably the way to do it.
Well met.
Like, if you're gonna be here anyway, there's no problem with it, but like, I don't like that the platform like tries to incentivize making you feel guilty for missing. Twitch lets you turn off streaks on your channel, I believe. Yeah, but then that would like... it's a little bit late for that because now there's people that have like 120 streaks, and then I would be punishing them for me not liking the system, you know? I just wish they hadn't instituted it to begin with, and now I'm gonna complain about it, as is my right as a red-blooded American. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. I mean, I guess I have some money. Also, if you remove it, it'll have people asking question whether there are no streaks. Probably, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We need to stop focusing on individual solutions to systemic problems, chat. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What's the systemic problem then? Again, the platform's like forcing their perverse incentives onto the user base constantly. I think we're dead here. I mean, I have to play this one. Blackboard would be nice if I didn't have so many red queens. Maybe we could still make it happen. I think so, yeah. What does this look like? Okay. Really want the blue seal. Make an even bigger hand size. Roll. Roll. Okay. Come on now. Just really needed that 50 chips. What if you did a stream where you had to spend money as soon as you get it? Sounds like every green jack run. See? You know it's true because Kirsten had the exact same idea. Devin, thank you for the super chat. Both of them. Okay. Now what? Pair? Ooh. Just enough. Green deck is my second highest win rate on gold behind blue. I think it still is. I feel like green deck is overhated because it's all like it forces you to play towards the early game, which is where a lot of gold stake runs fail. That's just my experience. It's such a different play pattern, yeah. Just difficult to get used to. Maybe I don't want to play that many for the blue. Let's just clear the red cards now. Oh, I didn't clear one. That may have killed me. It didn't. Ten is less than 20. Probably don't need that. It could have been good if it weren't perishable. If it were a bit earlier. It is not enough. $400. You'd have to at least hit 9s with the 5s. I think we're better off chasing this flush, which is pretty likely. Just a bit short. Was in the shop is a 10-4. I'll just take every square joker offered to me. I do need something that actually scores. How about a rebate?
Well met.
Nope. BS, thank you for the 9. I need to chase another straight here. Probably the flush. It's not looking good though. Oh, wait. Wait, do the kings have it? You have one more. Jeez. Alright, please give me some molt. Maybe a Hermie. Let's grab this, just so that we... Okay. If you squint hard enough, it's molt. Maybe there's a purple in here, though. Nope. What does a tier list have to do with favorite decks? That is a non sequitur. Those are... A tier list that I made 2 years ago would not be my favorite decks anyway. Viewers demand more tier slop. They do be asking for it, but... I don't think that's... going to help them get better at the game. Favorite and good are not necessarily synonyms? No. They're often not synonyms. When yellow deck is good but so boring for me? Yep. Many such cases. Katsu, thank you for the bits. My coworker just getting into Balatro and I showed your videos in Balatro University. Well, hopefully your coworker doesn't get fired due to lack of good productivity. How would Balatro be different if you could play 6 cards at a time instead of 5? You would be able to play 1 additional card. Would be the main difference, I would imagine. Blue. Kev, thank you for the membership and super chat. And Haydex, thank you for the super chat. Is there a Joker you'd never buy no matter what? Nope. I'm on record. Probably hundreds, maybe close to 1,000 times by now saying that every Joker has a place. And then the next follow-up question is always, well, what about this Joker? What about that Joker? So. Pairs better than flushes. We've answered that question so many times as well. I'd accuse you of being the same chatter that repeatedly asked it all last week. But that's a first-time chatter message. So I don't know what to believe now. Other than I mean, that's just more proof that I'm quite literally living in Groundhog Day. One day when I say the words, everything depends on context and there is no best or worst, people will take that to mean that everything depends on context and there is no best and worst. But until that day, I guess we'll just keep answering these questions over and over again. Actually, with the fortune teller, maybe the purple is worth taking. I'm just so anti-fortune teller that I forgot. You have to wait for the Balatro update to get new questions. I don't want new questions. I just want people to, like... listen to the words that I'm saying and or... like, think a little bit more independently from time to time. What's your favorite Joker, then? Great question, given the conversation that we're having. It's clear that you're listening. That's probably a run winner. Oh, God. Don't say anything. Okay, we want that on the blue, probably. Do I even care about levels? I have telescope, right? No, I don't. Why did I discard that? That was not the button I meant to press. I went Gothic Lord mode there for a second and swapped my buttons in my head. Let's play a pair here so that we don't win too quickly. We get a little bit more Squimbo scaling. Talk out loud when I play now and it helps me not get lazy with the game. My partner loves it. Do they? Or do they just kind of like you, so they tolerate it? The mouth? I can do that. Never played poker before. Do I miss out on certain poker strategies, or do they not transfer to this game at all? Early game, maybe they do. Just for, like, understanding. But if you know basic probability, you can kind of determine those strategies from base principles, right? It's, like, very basic probability in just knowing what your outs are and what you should discard for is, like, the only time it really matters. But for the most part, like, as long as you understand what the hands are, which the game, I think, does a good job of explaining to you at baseline, it's like, you don't really need poker experience. I'm gonna play this for the money, pay 4 chips for $3. Started Balatro with almost no prior poker experience and picked everything up. Yeah, it's... poker is only like a superficial aspect of the game. Superficial enough for... Okay, I guess we're done with this now.
Well met.
Never mind. I'll take the egg. For certain platforms to consider it gambling, which is silly and dumb. Crimson Iron, thank you for the 16. I should have just played this one. Okay. Guess we can drop this here. There's actually a world where we can still pivot and just say that we're carrying a square joker. My square joker looking at us funny? That's just how he looks. That's not very nice. He's just a little square guy. Cool. I'm gonna try and keep the blue. Bummer. They're giving me more time to set up. I don't think I need that. Joe, thank you for the super chat. Best advice for Gold Stake or C++? Watch Balatro University. That is my best advice. Do we need that yet? No. Guess I don't really need to be opening Celestial packs right now. Call Balatro Uni Rome the way all questions lead to it. Well, it just absolves me from the responsibility of giving impossibly general advice that would actually be useful. Because the real answer to how do I get better at thing is do thing more. But that's not the answer that people are looking for. I imagine neither is watch somebody else's videos though, but like, I don't know. There's no satisfying answer I can give to that question. So I give the one that I think will actually be the most helpful. Given the constraints. Why am I opening this again? Punished. Siley, thank you for the membership. Icy Blade, thank you for the super chat. What do you think is the hardest Joker to fight? Easily Luchador. Bro's got some moves. I do have a gold seal. I have a couple gold seals, actually. Told you. Card Sharp has a long rap sheet, though? Yeah, but, like, he's not capable of getting his hands dirty like Luchador is. Luchador is literally a trained professional. I mean, I'm not saying I'd be happy to see Card Sharp in, like, a dark alley or whatever. But I feel like you lock me and Card Sharp in a steel cage, and I probably have a better shot than I do against the Luchador. Raised fist is a literal fist too, though? Yeah, but a fist can't hurt you if you... Never mind. Another one for the Doom thing more to get better at it, exactly. Sure. If we want this to last, we probably want steel. We have a death and a fool, so we're going to hold off on these for a moment. Okay. You don't want to open the pack. Need to start remembering that. Another death? Holy. Alright, we are getting close to the point where we're just going... That's dumb. Where we're just going to be carrying the square man. Could also just be playing these. I don't need the steel right now. I need the money. Death and the Fool. Yeah, stunt square is a good goal for it. I think we get it there. Hold. Ooh, wait a minute. That was almost enough already. We should play one of these. Alright, will today be the day that Baron finally shows up again? Been having a hard time finding that fellow. It's the long term of this run with the Eternal Square, man. I mean, we kind of limited the ability for long term by taking the Eternal Square man, right? Oh yeah, I guess the pin answers that question. But apparently chat's not the only one completely ignoring the pin messages. Streamer got to check the pin message as well. Unbelievable. Sile, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Will Fox, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. We're coming to the end of this run, but we just picked up this mime, which might take it to endless. I'm getting mixed messaging on who this raid is actually from, though. Curious. I'm not sure what Dream Theater has to do with anything. You know how long I thought you were a massive baseball fan and kept ending runs to watch? I am a massive baseball fan, or at least I was. I don't watch as much as anymore, but I played baseball most of my life. I played Dream Theater all day as well? Okay. Okay, that checks out. Oh, I see. MLB. Yes, yes. That's my fault for not using the appropriate terminology, which is MLBA. Zano, who runs the league, is going to have his lawyers come after me for that one. It's improper. It's like copyright infringement and improper use of the branding, so that's a twofer. I heard they're using ABS and MLBA now. Anti-lock brakes. We got to define our terms a lot better here, chat. This is all getting way too confusing. Am I wrong to assume you'd be a Dodgers fan? No. As a Giants fan, you don't know how much it pains me to hear that. Although that does fall in, like, you'll fit in nicely with this chat who all thinks that I live in LA. so it's perfect. I miss Buster Posey playing baseball? Well, look. He's like the president of operations now or whatever, and it's going just great, isn't it? You give off downtown vibes? What, like the Abbey? I don't know how I'm supposed to take that. We're looking for a Baron, by the way. For those of you just joining us. But I've had an unfortunate lack of Barons in my life recently. Baron is rare, you don't see it often? Maybe that's the reason. Oh, I should not be playing the steel card here. That was a... That's a bad idea. That might have actually just thrown the run. Now we're fine. Forgot to move the mime though, but I nearly let my greed consume me. The good enough econ rare only means more rerolls, not that you won't find it? Yeah. But also, this run I haven't done a great job of managing my econ. Also, the lack of overstock is kind of brutal. I missed the Cartomancer already. Balatro should induce a pity system? It already has one. If you lose runs, all your friends feel bad for you. Sometimes they point and laugh, though. So it's not 100%, like, but if you lose enough in a row, they'll go from pointing and laughing to feeling pity. Alright, we'll do it. It's a 2 out of 3 for a good outcome. What if I don't have any friends, though? The subreddit will step in, I guess. Or you could join the Discord, and the same thing will happen there. Either the official Balatro Discord or the Roffle Discord. I can't find a Baron, but when I do, I rarely roll wheels, but when I do... Wait, I just turned into the most interesting man. I don't always roll wheels, but when I do, they're polychrome. Balatro subreddit leans a lot closer to typical Reddit than typical Balatro player, and it's sad. I cannot speak. If I speak, I will be in trouble. I will say that I think that, apropos of completely nothing, I think, like, for gaming communities, Balatro probably has one of the better gaming communities by a wide margin. Is the stream viewers the problem? Nah, no. I think that includes the stream viewers. That's referring specifically to, like, the heavily engaged portion of the Balatro audience. Guitar Hero community had people like Cyclops Dragon in it. It was rough. I don't... Are there going to be shooters for me even mentioning that name? I'm not familiar with it. My Guitar Hero experience was playing with friends in college. Hi, it's me. Oh, God. Oh, no. They're here. They've been here, too. Mods ban them preemptively? I think it's a little late for that with 999 plus messages in this chat. They've already infiltrated. Mods ban everyone? Okay, now you're talking.
Well met.
Anonymous, thank you for that gifted sub to Cyclops Dragon. Okay, now they can stay. I'll allow it. Balatro is the most random people I already know from other communities? Yeah. That happens to me a lot as well, where people will, like... People that I've watched do other things will pop into chat or send a raid over, and I'm just like, wait, what? To do a double take when I saw you talk to Young Skirt in the video? Yeah, Skirt's here all the time. Actually, a pretty formidable Balatro gamer himself. We did a charity event and he put up some big numbers. Genuinely shocked to see Nandre and Fur in the MLBA. Look, no spoilers, but we got some confirmed crossovers for next season as well. They're going to be pretty sweet. That I'm excited about, at least. But also, Fur and Nandre have not only been part of the Major League Balatro, they've both at times performed extraordinarily well. Like, Fur this season was a terrifying opponent. And Nandre was a terrifying caster. Nandre is hilarious? Yes. Always has been. I think my introduction to Nandre was, oh, hello. Was on a Doug stream where they're watching every episode of the show 24, but only like the intro previously on, and then they tried to figure out what happened in that episode. Or like they tried to like stringboard together what exactly happened in the show using only that small bit of information. I've never watched an episode of 24 in my life, but I was enthralled. So I don't know how accurate their predictions were. Okay. Hello? Top Punk, thank you for the gifted subs. Okay. Let me get by here. Why do you have so many spades? We started with a fortune teller, so I was just kind of spamming random tarots. Stacking up for the next raccoon invasion. You never know when they're gonna come back, man. Yeah, I do think that they changed how gifted subs work, that they are meant to prioritize people currently in the stream, but I don't know if that's gone through yet, and I don't know if that's, like, actually happening. I don't know. Gifted subs are a mystery. Oh, no. I played a pair. That was a bad idea. Keep getting gifted subs to streams I would not be caught dead in? Yeah, I randomly get that too, but, like, sometimes I think people just send a streamer a gifted sub to another streamer they watch in an attempt to make them play, like, their dolls or whatever, I don't know. Or just because they think it's funny. Dizzy, thank you for the Super Chat. Congrats on the gold stake win. Glad you're able to see the light of Obelisk and understand what a strong Joker it is. That boss bind is a little spooky. Well, once again, no Baron. This draw might kill me. We need more steel. I think we're going to be a little bit short here. Nope. We're a little bit long. And we do need to cut down on the deck so that we could find... My real concern right now is actually the boss, because if we draw like that again, we're gonna be in real big trouble. Okay, I think we get there. It is really just going to be a matter of how the draws pan out to the boss. Hot take, Baron might be good here. It might be. Maybe it's in here. Could go with yet another Joker stencil run. Could go with yet another Joker stencil run. Roll. Nope. Okay. Just don't fumble the draw. I have fumbled the draw. I have completely and utterly fumbled the draw. Holy. I did not think it was possible to draw this badly. Also, I failed to play a high card. It does not matter. Square Joker, you tried your best. I guess we don't have that many steel. We really just needed our discards. Yeah. Bummer. Alright. Now the real fun can begin. Nope. Hearts it is. Yeah. Oh, what a draw. Let's just plop this here. I don't think we really need that help with our scoring right now. Okay. This is incredibly stupid, but let's do it. Stupid like a fox. I mean, we are much weaker now with the Fortune Teller instead of a Raised Fist, but at least it's not a rental. Another one. Bummer. I mean, on the bright side, even if it weren't perishable, there's nothing really to copy with the Brainstorm right now anyway. Where are we?
Well met.
Should get out of the hearts. Maybe check for a purple. Pick a blue instead, I guess. Wait, this is an awful 1 and 7 for me. Yeah, welcome, Dancy.
Well met.
Zenerax, thank you for the sub. Diamonds are debuffed. Okay, that could be something down the line. I do want to get some levels going first, and then we will onk it. So finding that blue seal is kind of important here. But so is not dying, I guess. Bummer. Immolate again, maybe? It's actually a tough call. I think the aura could just help immediately. I think it might be cryptid on the blue, though. They're both inactive into the boss blind is the problem, but I think it's cryptid on the blue. It's not good enough, is it? Gotta pick one of these. There's Pluto. Oh, should have gone with the Cartomancer. Yeah, that was barely enough. Okay, well, I guess we have a new onk target, I suppose. It's just going to be really hard to beat the boss blind right now. Or not. Speculative Baron? Nothing speculative about this Baron. We're already built pretty heavily into kings. We have a Red Seal King. We have levels in high card. This might be a problem, though. We get there? $44 card deck. 9 levels in high card. This is exactly one run after we were desperately searching for a Baron, too. Another purple? Okay. Let's dig for the purples a little more, maybe. Made up for missing the Baron last run with 2 now? Yeah. That could be something. The Good. I don't have a single King of Spades. I think if it weren't perishable, I'd take the Vagabond. To dig because we're going to win if we play anything here. We are, with this build, a lot more susceptible to boss blinds than we were with the stencil. Like that one. Clearly should have taken the take the hand size that's likely money positive. The Vagabond after all. We're just gonna have to spend down. We can't play, like, even a pair is not going to do anything here. It's pretty good. Save my discards properly. We just store the temperance for after the boss blind to get our money back. Yep. Neat. Flint's kind of a bummer, but should still be fine. There are worse bosses for us. Neat. Probably get away with making this a gold card now. Oh my god. Holy. And we hit these. Didn't need to sell that, but I did. Also, probably don't need the Midas Mask for too much longer. We've got a lot of red seals that kind of want that. This is a bad idea, but I'm going to take it anyway. Gives me 2 more potential bad boss blinds, but hopefully we can offset that by getting more time to set up. I just need to empty hand here. Cool. No place for greed into one of our bad boss blinds. But not one of our worst boss blinds. The arm is fine. Hand size is great. Full patience was not. Oh my god, dude. Let's get the immediate money here. Start working on getting these into gold cards. Okay. Temperance in my fool. I do have Lusty. 'Cause there hasn't been anything better yet. It was in a pack that I already paid for, and there's been no reason to sell it. Let's cut anything but 5s. Purple Baron. Got a lot of 7s. We can get a Juggler probably while we use these to set up our deck. That was bad order. Need to stop calling it Hung Man. That's its name though. Why would we do that? They're literally hung in the picture. You can see it. You simply need to open your eyes. I missed my 7s.
Well met.
No, not you. The Yayinator, thank you for the super chat. Glad you're enjoying the content. Major pause, the correct term is hanged. No, hanged isn't a word. The past tense of hang is hung. I think I would know. I studied English as my sole language. And it's a very simple language to understand, with no exceptions. Like I studied American though? Yeah, the King's English. The only proper English. The language that we Americans invented. Where do you think the term English comes from? From us beating the pants off of the English in the Revolutionary War. Everyone else just copied us. Dang. It denies the third invisible Joker, though. American is just English simplified. I'm sorry, but randomly adding U's after O's does not make your language more complicated. No matter how much you try and tell yourself that. Throwing in S's where Z's belong, same thing. That's just a misspelling. That's not making it more complicated. Also, I've heard the way you pronounce tube.
Well met.
You gonna tell me that you know how to speak this language? Don't get them started on aluminum. Yeah, you're just okay. I guess more letters just makes it more complicated. Never mind the fact that the letters are completely and utterly useless and unnecessary. Oh, hi, Mark.
Well met.
Holton, thank you for the 4. Aluminium sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Oh, man. Bro gets 1 raid from a British streamer and alienates his entire British audience. Someone had to say it, though. Were the British folks to defend their dialect? It's indefensible, is I think what we're learning from this. Well, this one's not perishable.
Well met.
Alex, thank you for the 4. Here. Okay, the barren drought is finally over. Copium. I turned 22 yesterday. I'm officially old now. No, but that makes me feel old, so congratulations, you got somebody. They don't care about being alienated after they get your stream in a British museum forever? Oh, speaking of old, I gotta update my will so that will never happen. That is a nightmare scenario. I'm gonna keep the Lunchador around, I think. Okay, I'm feeling better now. There's some folks in chat that are at least claiming to be older than me, so we're back. We're back. I'd call them old, but like chat does that to me all the time, so I'm not gonna fall into the circle of hate here. I'm 23 and I feel like I'm dead. There's something like... Well, that's one of our bad boss lines. Maybe we can get by without it, though. Crazy, thank you for the super chat. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Oh yeah, don't do the haha, I'm too young to be using this website bit here, chat. That'll... If you're on Twitch, that'll get you yeeted instantly. I have no control over that you're just off the platform. No, Twitch is, you have to be 13, but, like, if you type the words... I'm not even going to say it. If you type certain words that suggest that maybe you're younger than the age requirements, you just get insta-yeeted. So don't do that. Seen it in real time before? Yeah, I've seen... Well... we saw a much more justified version of that in this chat when someone expressed their annoyance for advertising by, like, making a violent threat against Twitch staff, and that one probably a lot more justified. I shouldn't be rolling because we might need to be selling the luchador here.
Well met.
Indie Mafia, thank you for the 6. Want to feel old? Do a complete career change at 30. How do you know I didn't? Raven, thank you for the bits. One hand type? That's a good boss point for me. Six, 7. I'm 32 and I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, that's the secret you learn as you get older, is that, like, no one does. I don't know if that's meant to make you feel better or worse, but, like, that's been my experience. Jess, thank you for the bits. You're welcome for the content. Glad you're, at least tolerating it since you're here. I don't think we need an emulate, do we? I mean, it's fun, though. That's a pretty good emulate. And you know what? It was fun. Killed a purple? Yeah, but we've got plenty. I'm more concerned about the red seal. But we've also got plenty of those. Clover Pit, thank you for the super chat. Have you tried Clover Pit? Nice try. We don't fall for guerrilla marketing here. Suddenly I have a deep desire to pull a slot machine lever, though. I don't know where that's coming from. You do stand around in a clover pit? That's not true. I have bad allergies. That would not go well for me. Plus, I'm one of those allergies being bees, so... Can you pivot into a sports gambling channel? No. No, the day that happens, you will know that I've been body snatched. And that is not... That is a lizard person dressed in Roffle skin. That is not Roffle. Either that or the bag was just outrageous. And if that's the case, I'm so sorry. Didn't that happen when you moved away from Hearthstone? I don't understand the question. What happened when I moved away from Hearthstone is I got a lot happier. Maybe that's what you're thinking. Okay, then. Well, we only get one discard. We might as well make it worthwhile. Chad is playing Balatro instead of Hearthstone, equivalent to running real non-simulated gambling. Discuss. I mean, if you want to get technical, I think there's an argument to be made that like Hearthstone is like closer to gambling than Balatro is because of the existence of like the loot box structure of the pack openings. So I don't know. Not really concerned about what you all think. I feel a lot better promoting this game than Hearthstone. Magix, thank you for the membership. And I didn't even spend money on Hearthstone. Some of that was because they gave me free stuff, but even before they were giving me free stuff, I wasn't spending. But like the act of me making content probably got more people spending money in that ecosystem than I would like to admit. You change your Twitter handle away from Hearthstone. That would require me to log into Twitter, so probably not. Have you seen that place recently? I mean, I haven't. I just remember what it was like when I left. I don't know why we're still continuing to level, but I guess it's free. Oh! That might be the Luchador. See, that's why we didn't take that Eternal Krusty. I told you. Probably do need to start making some steel. Oops. Did you enjoy your time with Slay the Spire? Yeah, it's a great game. Both are. Got the non-red seals. Okay. Both? You mean Slay and the Spire? Yep, that's what I meant. That's the logical conclusion there. It's our second best suit anyway. We will get to keep the luchador. Oh yeah, I love the click-clack. Alright, luchador stays intact. Got our hand back. Maybe the luchador invisible will copy the plan. I can promise you with 100% certainty that was never going to happen. Because despite some evidence to the contrary, I do have a functional brain. Alright. We will now have space for the mime once it shows up. Did we time travel 10 years? Is it maybe more than 10 years at this point? God, I can't imagine holding on to that, that nonsense for that long. It's a little sad. We could swap back to clubs since we already passed that boss. Okay then. Thank you, Luchador, for your service. Somebody told me there's a mime in this. Wow, who could have foreseen that they'd be wrong? The weirdest one, they give her the 53 months. Appreciate that. Glad to hear about the functional brain. Yeah, I read their first message as a positive too. I was like, you know what? A little weird, but they've got the right spirit. And then they just went off the deep end with the next one. Alright, let's find... I think the funniest possible outcome here is another invisible Joker. Oh god. Well, the tooth probably kills us too. I think that's a little bit too much money to drop for a vagabond. Am I seeing things, or did Invisible hit the Brainstorm? No, it hit the Baron. Okay, how do I figure this one out, though? This, maybe? Been a while since we've had them both together. Symmetry and shambles? That's what I'm saying. Chat's acting like this is a good thing, but like, I have to bend over backwards to make sense out of this. Do you need any other jokers at this point? Blueprint would be pretty cool. But I would like to get an Ecto first. Is the play to skip mine because of the symmetry? I mean, the only way we could maintain symmetry would be with another invisible joker anyway, so. I mean, it could have been the right call, but we just want all red seals. Did you drop one brainstorm for a blueprint? Nope. I would skip the blueprints and then come back for it after I find an Ecto. Would you sell a Baron for a blueprint? Nope. That's why when I said that I would wait for the Ecto to find and then look for another blueprint, I meant, and you're not going to believe this, skip the blueprint and wait for an Ecto. Oh, so sell a brainstorm then? Yeah, you got it. Listening to the streamer explains the streamer? Usually, but it's not always that clear. Just like with Magic the Gathering, sometimes you do need a judge for rules explanation on what bro's yapping about, like when I was going off on the British or whatever. I do remember, though, when we had a chatter complain and utter this statement, Balatro really needs MTG level clarity in their in their Joker descriptions. Oh, I think that they were 100% sincere too, which just makes it so much funnier. Oh my god. Like normally you can't tell you know, intent within like text messaging like that. But like I'm pretty sure their previous messages were leading up to the very clear conclusion that they were being dead serious. Hey, welcome, C-Dubs. It is not Friday, and yet, I'm still having an easier time finding certain jokers than I am on Fridays. Y'all read the Balatro wiki. It's a legit a great resource. What type of Balatro wiki user are you? Don't tell me you're a fandom Balatro wiki user. You just gotta check sometimes, you know? I used ChatGPT. Somehow we found something worse than just using fandom. Incredible. The proper one ends in .org, though. For those of you watching this YouTube video later. Can someone explain the joke? It's not really a joke. I'm dead serious about the fact that fandom just kind of sucks as a service. And, like, the people that are actively putting in work and maintaining it have moved over to the .org wiki, and, like, their hard work in maintaining the information that's there should be recognized. So that it's become, like, they'd put all the work into the fandom one too, I believe, but then swapped services because it's, you know, fandom terrible. So they have done all the work. We should respect their wishes and use the one that, like, represents the Balatro community and stuff. And their preferred version of it. Also, it's just a better website. It'll load faster. It'll have fewer ads. It has more up-to-date and correct information. It's just better. Mr. Piffers, thank you for the membership. Yeah, the pop-up videos are, like, the big thing that makes fandom a bummer to use. Is wiki.gg better than fandom? Not sure. I don't know that I've ever had the pleasure. No! Oh god, that further ruins our symmetry. We're scoring way more than that, right? Ivar, thank you for the membership. Yeah, let's actually count this out because I have not been paying attention to anything. 1, 2, 3. Because it's brainstorm, there's actually no good way to copy here. This is what? 3, 4, 5, and 3.5. So we just really need that that blueprint. We also don't want to roll until after the boss blind so that we can keep farming up the reserve parking. That way, because we have to like sell something anyway, right? Bummer. I mean, we would have had to sell it either way. I mean, if full steel 5 re-trigger 4 scoring. Yep. But we don't really want to be playing towards full steel right now. It's still 1-1 Mime and Baron. You're not counting the steel and the red seal and the initial trigger. So there's 2 triggers on the card for Mime. 3, 4, 5 when we copy it. 1 additional Baron-like scoring effect due to the steel card. 2, 3, 4. What is the ceiling for this kind of build? Maybe a couple more antes. I think it boils down to copy Mime if it's more steel, copy Baron if it's more gold. No, I think we're still kind of, like, if we have any amount of steel, we probably just copy Baron, or copy Mime. Just because we have the triple Baron. Yeah, second Ecto with this little money is not going to happen. We'll take him just because he likes to spawn himself anyway, but we have to sell here. That'll help if we get a mail-in rebate, which we kind of want to help with our money anyway. We probably got a couple more antes if we don't find anything. Probably should have just taken the golden joker there. Cool. 0 for 3? Okay. You made up for it. Egg. Stencil is back. Kind of want this to hit the Baron now. Maybe with that, we start going full steel. Oops. So we don't really have anything to roll for anymore. It's not going to stop me from rolling, but the blueprint would still be better.
Well met.
Maybe we could take it and think about it. We do have both hand size vouchers. Ecto of DNA. I think we'll Ecto of a lot of things. Ecto of Blueprint, Ecto of DNA, Ecto of Non-Eternal Troubadour. Maybe Ecto of Bean. Just depending on where we are. Wait a minute. Is this anything? It's not perfect symmetry, but it's definitely better. Okay. Let's try and get that 8 out of the deck. I meant to click more cards. Honestly, in terms of our scoring, I think Brainstorm was probably the worst hit here. Because now we're on 6 and 4, right? Now let's not cut him, but let's death him. I get a 6 Barons in Balatro? I already have that video. Rebate probably kills me here. See what our top end is, because I haven't been paying attention to that thing that happened like moments ago. E38. It sounds right. Should probably just sell the photograph as a rental. It's bleeding money. We're almost there. We're almost idle ready. Negative Chad do much for the score at this point. It would give us 2 additional doubling, so not really. Nope. Getting there. Uh-oh, I rolled too hard. I forgot I'm not making a bunch of money anymore. I wonder why that is. Who can say why that keeps happening? Yeah, time to pivot to idle now. We're so light on scoring effects that even just down, what, 3 steel cards, we drop so much score here. That's how much we're, like, over-biasing the mime. Well, better late than never, I guess. I can't take that because of the boss blind that it is. That was a potential out for the Ecto, but because it's exactly the needle, we just die if we take it here. Is a reroll skip? There's a decent chance we just die if we take it here anyway, right? I guess not because it offsets itself, but I think there are too many other bad boss blinds that we could encounter. I still don't know. We have seen the plant. But the, was it the eye? Have we seen that one? That would kill us. The psychic would kill us. I think we saw the psychic, though, with the luchador. You hit eye? Okay, and we hit the club, so yeah, there was just no... Not likely to be another boss blind that would kill us. So it could have been the play, but it probably doesn't get us next ante anyway. Hook would kill you too? Yes. I don't remember the hook at all, but it could have been very early. I think the bean, by the time it's like actually used, is just kind of sideways for us. If it shows up like next ante, then we would definitely take it. -2 to add 3, so it's only a couple of uses, to be honest. Yeah, that's why, like, on the timeline, it just doesn't make sense. So now, if we pick it up, it could be a consideration, but even then, like, it probably doesn't get us through the upcoming ante. The hook was like 20 minutes ago? That doesn't sound right. We've been in this run for over an hour. I feel like by the time we had the Baron online, we would have noticed the hook. And we got the Baron online very, very early. Edge. Would you ecto for rebate? If I wanted to end the run, yeah. We were barely scoring enough last ante without the ecto reducing our hand size by 2. How are we going to survive with an with -2 additional hand size? You do get to hear the beeps and boops one last time, though. What led to 07? Just no DNA. No? This is just where the run dies. This is about where is always planning to die. Like anti-20 on gold stake. Ghost deck is pretty good. Amos. Thank you for the 3. GG. Felt good to get to get one of these online after like struggling with just the Steel Kings and often just the Mime to finally find the Baron when we need it instead of on the runs where we don't need it. Was refreshing. GG. Alright, I'm gonna grab some water, I'll be right back. Alright. Let's run it back. Well, this is certainly a draw. At least I chose the right suit. We're still better off looking for the flush here. Absolutely. This is a freebie. Fortunately, it did not pay out. Why do I even need the shortcut here? I guess for this. Rare instance where it's better than Blueprint. I'm a little worried I might not be able to score now, though. Kios, thank you for the membership. Again, why would I need shortcut? Oh, this is why I need shortcut. Oh no. We're just gonna die. I should have just sold the Hex. The Hex sell was the best play. Too greedy again. Unless. I think we actually go for the flush here. We could look for one more straight, though, for $1. Bummer. No joke, I actually like shortcut. Definitely has its uses. Okay, we gotta do this. This is actually pretty good. I think we'd still be better off if we had, like, kept the shortcut and then sold out of that into the half joker. If we had a half joker and a runner right now, I think we'd be in the best possible position for this run. Or half joker and runner. Did I say shortcut? Half joker and runner is what I meant if I didn't say that. That's good. That's big. Boss blind is maybe a concern, though. Should be able to buy these. I need some chips. Just keep leaning into the thing that we have. All right. I don't know if we get there. This might save me. Oh my god. I think that gets us there. That was a brutal time for the wall. But we got bailed out by the draws at least. Wait. We're still pretty weak. Immolate, please. It's quite the come up. I think I have to take the voucher though. And this doesn't actually give me money, does it? So we sell it now. Okay, hold on. Found the gold cards. Steel helps. Probably need discards. Probably should have bought this earlier. Okay. There's some more chips for us. Do I need to roll here? Oop. I don't know if I needed to, but it feels like it was worth. God, we're still weak. I mean, we get there, but it's messy. We need a blue seal. Just any reliable source of chips. Egg. The egg can hopefully get out of this econ hole. The egg and the gold cards. Alright, foil me. It's still pretty good since we have the steel in hand. I'm going to try and dig for more gold. That's a bad idea. Okay, we hit the important gold card at least. Gotta play the 3 of a kind because I greeted too hard. Okay. Those are two very good pickups here. Problem is we can't dig as far with the... Okay, that's fine. Is it fine? Ugh. All right, we need to get the egg out of here. Okay. Just a few chips go so far right now. +0 chips, I'm crying. Doesn't look like +0 to me. Looks like a run-saving amount to me. Oh. This is in the wrong spot. Yep. All right. Need to find more gold. Okay, perfect. I do not think I can beat the boss blind, so I do think we're re-rolling it. I think this kills me. Unless the 3 of a kind saves again. Should have copied the ROM in there. Okay. We go again. I mean, 3 of a kind levels are saving me. The problem is we're about to lose a lot of score here when the bowl goes. See if we can get more blue seal value here. Bummer. They should get fully interest capped. Hold. Hold on. I think better Joker placement probably got me there. Do I have any more steel? I have one more. I need a molt hit here. Yeah, better Joker arrangement could have beat that. Let's do a quick plasma deck run, maybe. Gotta remember how to play plasma deck on Gold Stake. Look for econ. Sells for the most. We almost get our money back. Voucher's not something we need to buy at least. Cool. Being the guy who lost the last run due to luck, then I don't know what to tell you. Run was very beatable. There were a lot of decisions that cost me that run. Had nothing to do with luck. Let's, okay. Why is your YouTube and Twitch not linked? What? What? I don't know how to answer that question. Here. Not this time, I guess. What do we have in here? A blue seal? One hand type? That could be a problem. I should not have gone for the spades I've thrown. That was a poor decision. Should be good enough. You got anything for me? Perfect. Maybe find something longer term. Or at least econ. Imagine not giving me the money there. Alright, we've got 2 rounds before we fall off catastrophically. You ever take the anti-1 voucher? Yep. This is often the case. The decision to take the anti-1 voucher depends. It's just usually not a good use of money because money early game is scarce. And the vouchers rarely give you immediate strength for that money, which you need. Because we are about to die. I mean, it's gotta be, but reluctantly. Anti-1 clearance has killed me so many times. Yeah, anti-1 clearance is one of the biggest baits in my experience. Because you can justify it because you're going to get the money back, right? But then... like, you don't get to the point where you can get the money back because you're dead. Rare Castle W? I wouldn't call it a W. It's going to help me scrape by just barely, and even then, maybe. Let's just focus on a suit. And then that does maybe the most with castle that we can. This is not a good start. Alright. Clubs. Maybe doing just enough to hang on here. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. Castle only tolerable on checker deck? I mean, we're so desperate for a chip engine, it's something here, but maybe not into the boss blind. I think we have to pick up something a little bit more immediate. So we can beat this blind. It's a matter of whether we make it past the wall. Bummer. $14K. We need like another chip engine to complement the castle or we're gonna die. Clubs again. Alright. Right to the riffraff, I guess. Actually, that splash might be just enough here. Okay, we're in. We are broke now, though. Baseless is big. Looking for diamonds. A lot of things competing for our discard. Alright. Might be able to stabilize. I think we probably keep this. Although it is awkward. Maybe we'd rather have a rebate. Whoops. Oh, man. I underestimated the castle there. We're just out of that. Look for spades. Not bad. Let's see if we can get more spades discarded here. Oh! Huge. Giga worth. Really wanted to hit diamonds. That seems to be the suit that we have the most of. So we want to cut non-diamonds. Or we can make more diamonds. I think we want to cut non-diamonds though. Neat. Very nice. Just make sure we get as much value off of this. I think 4 is probably good enough. Nothing. Run diamonds, which is nice. I don't want to commit to the castle that hard. It's about to start falling off anyway. I think we all know what the castle's going to select next round. Money? Nothing. huge. There's our $20 hit. Probably should have opened those in reverse order, though. I don't even know what I'm looking for off of this riffraff. What did we get? Diamonds? Oh my god. It happened. Not the thing I was thinking of, though. Here. Overstock. Nothing else riffraff is free econ? I wouldn't call 3 Joker slots free. Money? That's molt. Need to spend on these. Hearts? That's gonna be a hard one. At least we've got the Pluto scaling. Wait. Billy, you gotta stop baiting. It's not working. Nobody's falling for it. It's getting boring. I'm not baiting. That's a different kind of embarrassment then, I guess. Welcome, Sant. Now I feel it. I'm feeling attacked. Okay. I mean, you did get the attention you were looking for, so whatever, man. Hearts. Just gotta discard the hearts here. Okay, that's an important pickup. Alright, Flint's a rough boss line for us there, but we made it through. I think we gotta go Constellation. That's our ticket to Molt Town, maybe. I love Molt Town. Would have been nice to get this juiced up a little earlier, but better late than never. Okay, hold. Maybe I compromised too early on the Constellation. There's clubs, right? Could have been greedier, but again, we're probably getting out of the castle soon in an ideal world. Can't be rude to me just because I'm not a sub. That is not the... If you think being a sub protects you from me... You're... maybe just not cut out for this stream. Don't label me. Thank you for the, wait, no, that was from earlier. Wait. That's... this one's not from earlier. Thank you for the, super chat. I believe it's Moltropolis. I can get on board with that. I don't mind this break-in. The 1.1x Constellation. Hearts? How are we hitting hearts so frequently? Thought I cut all of those. Clubs again. Yeah, welcome, Chris. Do we have to sell this? It is a common Joker. Oh my god, we finally hit it.
Well met.
Will, thank you for the gifted sub. If only that weren't eternal, that would be a solution to the boss blind. Misprint can never hurt. Tell that to all the runs I've lost from putting my faith in Misprint. Money?
Well met.
Zevion, thank you for the 16. You talking about flying to Louisiana and being from California made me relate because I'm from Kentucky and I want to move to California. People act like I've committed treason. I don't know. We'll welcome you here. So, it was a wild experience for sure. What we want hearts gone. Clubs and spades are equal. We're almost to the point where we can go molt mode. Took it on 4 of a kind there, though. We gotta sell this, unfortunately. Stuck on clubs again.
Well met.
The 3 of those win. Let's test something here. Thylocks, thank you for the prime. Quite there yet. Problem is this ante is still sketchy when we're like ante 9 is the absolute endpoint you can try and make do with with chips. So we really need to get this constellation going. Oh, thank God. What if we have steel in hand? Still not good enough. Well, it's back. Surely a hanging chat is in here now? That's a bad order. I could have gotten an extra dolly there. Clubs again. Yeah, we're gonna die here if we don't find that Chad soon. I think I need the money. It's possible the constellation just showed up a little bit too slow. Hold on. Can't afford it. Oh no. Oh, that's why. I do want to find that 10. Not that one. Cool. Guess we got some of our money back. Problem is, again, the line scaling here. Okay. Okay. Make sure we can win this first. This is now the copy. I think we can win this. Thank you, gift card. We're never gonna be able to fit a Chad into this build anyway. Could take an egg.
Well met.
Mihei, thank you for the 3. It's here. Here. Why do people hate on the Constellation? Do they? I've never seen it. But it's pretty widely regarded as one of the better Jokers in the game because it being one of the better Jokers in the game and all. That would have actually paid out, but we're better off with the Baron, it turns out.
Well met.
One king. What? Okay, they were all kings, but that was quite the 1 and 7. Are we still spending on the Constellation? Maybe. Maybe up to 10x or so, if we can live that long. But with the money we currently have, it's outpacing the Baron for a bit. Oh! That's one of my worst misclicks. Fine, we're just protecting our fool for Jupiter. Obviously, this wants to be a flush build, chat. You just can't see it like I can. Like, we can greed the gold card right now, or the blue seal. I was extremely wrong. Like, plasma math is such a mystery. Like, I understand how it works, but it's impossible to eyeball it. Unfortunately, the way that I play this game is I eyeball everything instead of actually doing the math. Because the math is boring and tedious. Alright. Are we through anti-12 here? Maybe that can help. It's slightly better. Push it a roll. Strength helps when we have a couple queens, 3 queens. Diamond boss is kind of a big deal, though. This is 1.5 to the 5th. I used to know these. Okay, so it's the Baron. Excellent. So 5 is about the break point for Baron. Probably can't spend on planets anymore because I am broke. I will take Pluto's, though. Definitely take Temperances. Oh, no. Okay, we're fine. It's at 5 again. I could have gone horribly wrong if we drew worse than we did. Anything? Think we can get through it? Oh, yeah, with this draw we can, for sure. Let's not put it at risk, though. It is enough, though. Back. We either die here or we die to the boss blind. Does it really matter which one? Or rather, we die to the boss blind or we die this big small blind next ante is what I meant to say there. Maybe we just die now instead. Three of our 8 kings are at the bottom. That's a bummer. We needed one more king there. We tried. All right. I think that'll be it for me today. I'm going to send you over to, let's raid Nightmare, who's playing against Zeno right now, doing some Major League Balatro scrims. So if you're missing the Major League Balatro season, you can watch this and get your fix, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see you then.